My great people, you're welcome back. Now, our own BC, we always ask people to go and verify, to check if what we are reporting is true or not. As we are speaking, the Biafran Liberation Army has done it again. They have neutralized dozens of Nigeria terrorist army that came to Biafra land to buy our people as usual. Prime Minister has also tweeted and said you can go and verify the information if it's true or not. Like the Biafran Defense Forces said, that the way the Israelites are punishing and deleting the terrorist leaders in the world and Israel is the way the Biafran Defense Forces will delete all the terrorist zoo army that invaded Biafra land to commit atrocities. Now, in a recent tweet by Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, the Biafran Liberation Army had neutralized terrorists who were allegedly targeting Biafrans in Osu and Okigwe today. The tweet mentioned that those in the area could verify the incident and they hinted at a future holistic crusade. While this tweet may sound like a dramatic plot from a movie, it is important to approach such claims with caution, especially in today's era of fake news and misinformation. The Biafran Liberation Army has been a controversial group that has been fighting for independence of Biafra, a region in southeast Nigeria. The group has been labeled as a terrorist organization by the Nigerian government, but enjoys support from some members of the Biafran community who feel marginalized and oppressed by the Nigerian state. The group has been involved in various clashes with security forces in the region, leading to casualties on both sides. The claim made in Simon Ekpa's tweet about neutralizing terrorists is a serious one, as it implies a violent confrontations between the Biafran Liberation Army and their enemies. The term holistic crusade suggested a broader and more intense campaign by the group, which could potentially escalate the conflict in the region. It is important for both sides to exercise restraint and seek peaceful means to resolve their differences, rather than resorting to violence and bloodshed. In a situation like this, it is crucial to verify information from multiple sources before jumping to conclusion. Social media platforms like Twitter can be used to spread rumors and propaganda. It is important to fact-check and cross-reference information to get a more accurate picture of what is happening on the ground. In this case, it will be more advisable for journalists and independent observers to investigate the claims made in the tweet and provide a balanced and objective report on the situation. The conflict in Biafra is a complex and long-standing issue that has deep historical roots and involves multiple actors with competing interests. The region has been plagued by ethnic tension, political instabilities, and economic deprivation, which has fueled the desire for independence among some members of Biafran community. The Nigerian government has responded to the separatist movement with force and repression, leading to further alienation and radicalization of some groups in the region. It is important for all parties involved in the conflict to engage in dialogue and negotiation to address the root cause of the conflict and find a peaceful solution that respects the rights and aspiration of all the people in the region. Military solution and violent confrontations will only continue the violence and suffering and will not lead to a lasting and sustainable peace in the region. It is time for all stakeholders to come to the table and work towards a peaceful and just resolution of the conflict in Biafra. In conclusion, the claim made by Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister of Biafran Republic Government, in his tweet about neutralization terrorists in Biafra land should be taken with a grain of salt, and verified through independent source. The conflict in the region is a complex and multifaceted issue that requires a nuanced and holistic approach to address the root cause and find a lasting solution. It is time for all parties involved to put aside their differences and work towards a peaceful resolution that ensures the right and dignity of all the people in Biafra land. When it comes to the recent news about the Biafran Liberation Army neutralizing terrorists, many questions may arise. Let's dive deep into the development by breaking down the key points and exploring the implication of the event. The Biafran Liberation Army is a separatist group in Nigeria that advocates for independence for the former Biafran region. The group has been involved in various activities, including armed resistance against the Nigerian government. The tweet by Simon Ekpa suggested that the Biafran Liberation Army took action to neutralize the terrorists who were targeting Biafrans. This could be seen as a defensive measure to protect the Biafran people from harm. The neutralization of the terrorists by the Biafran Liberation Army could have significant implications for the ongoing conflict in the region. It may signal a swift and power dynamic and the tactics employed by separatist group in Nigeria. The tweet mentioned that the terrorists were targeting Biafrans, but the reason behind this targeting are not explicitly stated. It is possible that the terrorists view Biafrans as a threat to their own interest or as an adversary in the ongoing conflict. In light of this news, it is crucial to consider the broader context of the Biafran Liberation Army action and the implication for the region. The conflict in Nigeria has deepened deep, dating back to the Biafran War in the late 1960s. The desire for Biafra independence has persisted for decades, leading to ongoing tension and violence in the region. To understand the motivation behind the Biafran Liberation Army action, it is essential to delve into the history of Biafran struggle for independence. The Biafran War, also known as the Nigerian Civil War, was fought between 1967 and 1970 when the region of Biafra seceded from Nigeria. The war resulted in a humanitarian crisis with millions of people dying from starvation and disease. Yes, that's to remind them that when the Biafran Nigerian War was fought during 1960s, a lot of innocent Biafrans were by the Zoo terrorist army during then, and up to now, nothing has been done about it. Now, the gallant men of Biafran Defense Forces are doing the needful to make sure that those they keep the buying of Biafrans during 1960s will never repeat itself this time around. That's why the gallant men are doing everything humanly possible to stop these people and dealing with them right now in Biafra land. We'll stop here. Thank you very much for all your support. I would like to use this opportunity to extend my greetings and appreciation to those of you that have been supporting this channel and also that have been with us since the start of this our channel. And thank you also for those that have been supporting us through financially and otherwise. I must tell you that I really appreciate you guys. God bless you. God keep blessing you for all your support. If I don't use this time to thank you for what you've been doing, I'm a selfish person. So thank you for your support, both financially and otherwise. And those that have not been, maybe you watch, you don't subscribe, you don't like, thank you as well, at least for watching. But please do us a favor by subscribing to this channel and also comment and help us in any way you can to make this channel, grow and all that. Thank you. God bless you all. Bye.